Beauty is only skin deep. Wet, slimy, crusty skin.
One of the late 20th century's most prominent fashion icons was the cane toad known simply as Sugar. Yet, as quickly as she rose to stardom, she faded away just as fast. Which led many to ask, what the happened to Sugar the cane toad? We caught up with Sugar in her retirement home in Western Washington.
I'd had enough of the glamorous life. I'm quite content to live out my autumn years in a quiet, modest, 3,000 square foot home by a beautiful little stagnant pond.
If you don't mind my asking, what is your ethnic background?
Colombian.
Really?
Yes. My family roots go back 6 million years to the first cane toad, Jose Greco de Croc Salazar. He was quite the pioneer, you know. He invented the sticky tongue.
Are you Colombian by birth?
No. I was born in southern Florida, specifically in a bog on the western shore of Lake Iquiduque.
What were you like as a child?
Oh, you know, cute, innocent, completely aquatic, no arms or legs.
Were you close to your parents?
Well, I was the middle child, so I struggled to get attention. I mean, it's tough when you're not as mature as your 7,500 older siblings. And of course, the youngest 8,000 are the babies of the family, no matter how old they get, or how many of them get eaten by catfish. But no regrets. It taught me how to wag my flagellum in the most fabulous, eye-catching ways.
How did you get involved in the world of modeling?
I was just hopping around in a canal near Miami when some random guy pulls over in his convertible and says, "I have never seen anything like you," and just stares at me. Now, I may have been young, only 16 days old, but my guard was up. I said, "Why don't you take a picture? It'll last longer." And he says, "Okay." Turns out the guy was world-famous photographer Guido Yamicanoli. Next thing I know, I'm jetted off to New York on the cover of Vague magazine, walking the runways of Paris.
Was it a hard adjustment?
I did have some work done. You know, the usual. My eyelids waxed, my throat pouch tucked, my warts bedazzled.
You became famous pretty quickly due to your international travels.
Yes, my career took me everywhere, from the Caribbean to the Philippines to Papua New Guinea.
Some people blame you for the spread of feral cane toads in all of those countries.
What can I say? I made, fans wherever I went.
The 90s found you in Australia, where you had a rather public on-again, off-again affair with Mel Gibson.
Oh, God, Mel.
Some tabloids even speculated that you were, in a way, responsible for some of his more eccentric behavior.
Listen, Mel was quite capable of acting like a lunatic on his own. Him losing his mind was not a side effect of licking my skin warts.
So are you saying he didn't lick your warts? Or just that wasn't the cause of him going nuts?
So I'm on the paleo diet.
After the turn of the millennium, you fell on hard times.
Yes. Well, the fashion world can be very fickle. As time marched on, semi-aquatic and squishy fell out of favor everywhere except Japan, where my singing career really took off.
It did?
Yes. I became the rising star of a new musical genre called karaoke.
Did that pay the bills?
Not as well as you would think.
Which led to your arrest.
Uh-huh.
Famed fashion frog...
Toad!
I'm just reading the headline.
Fine.
Famed fashion frog Sugar was arrested in a Tokyo alleyway after attempting to sell her milky secretions as a black market hair restorer.
Look! I had no idea he was a cop. He was in disguise.
Wasn't he dressed as Sailor Moon with a Hello Kitty head?
It was dark!
So you fled the country.
To South America.
What was that like?
At first I was depressed, but then I saw it as an opportunity to get back in touch with my roots. I learned my native language and took an interest in butterflies. or as they're called in cane toad.
Ooh, butterflies are pretty.
Yes, I love them, especially with a little garlic and oregano. Anyway, it's all in my new book, Raw Sugar, available wherever fine books are sold or downloaded. It's my way of leaving a legacy for my 8,000 children and 30 million grandchildren.
Well, Sugar, thank you for talking with us today. Any parting thoughts for your fans?
As they say in my native tongue, ribbit, baby, rib it.